YouTube with a franchise guy, come at you again with a breakout player message. Ron Rivera's chilling in the background for whatever reason, but John Ross was like, "Hey coach, I'm your go-to guy. I'm a deep threat, so I want 3 touchdowns, 150 yards, and I will be listed as a superstar wide receiver." And frankly, I think John Ross can do it because, well, out of the big 3 receivers on this team between Ross, and McLaurin, I think John Ross, the speedster, is something that sets him apart from the other 3. I gotta think John Ross, the speedster, is an outside threat. You put him on the outside. He's one-on-one coverage. He's gonna burn you with that 96, 97. I think he has 98 speed, something like that, between 96 and 98 speed. Dude's killer. Dude's brutal on the outside. Straight deep threat. Then you put big-bodied receiver Justin Ross. The 2 Rosses. You put Justin Ross, you put him on the other outside, so you got either the speedster is going to burn you, so you're going to give him safety help, or you're going to give the corner on the other side. He's a little slower, sure, Justin Ross is, but dude's big body. Dude's 6'4". He's taller than most corners. Most corners standing somewhere around 5'10". There's that meme going around, on the internet, where it's girls who are 5'10" be like, "Why can't I find a man?" And then it goes, "But you can play cover 3. I mean, I get it. It's funny because most corners and safeties are sub 6 foot, because that's just how it turns out to be. But taking a look at the division leaders, they got 7-2 for your leading between the Saints and the football team, and 5-4, 5-4 between the Cards and the Vikings. So a very close-knit top half, and the bottom half, trying to stay above 500 for those division leads. But Madden is going to Madden itself real crazy right now. It's doing its best to hopefully, be a competitive game here. Kirk Cousins, 2,000 yards, 17 tutties, 7 interceptions. I mean, those are some Kirk Cousins numbers. I'm not going to be honest with you. I really haven't followed Kirk Cousins more recently since he left the NFC East. But, I mean, comparing him to, let's say, Trevor Lawrence, 2,300 yards, 27 touchdowns, 10 picks. Sure, a little more picks, but also more touchdowns, so gives and takes right there as John Ross. Turns that up the field for 13 yards after the catch. What's that? I'm not sure what that is. Like a 20-something yard catch, 30-something yard catch. So, 1st and 10 now. Here we go. And a sack by Pierce, the D lineman from Minnesota. First sack on the game for him. Now 3rd and 2 following that sack. He'll play later. There you go, Chuba Hubbard. Big piece of this offense. Getting down and dirty. Running over Pierce. So 2nd and 10. Lawrence, pressure. But John Ross with the catch right there. Outruns coverage and gets his 5th touchdown on the season. His first of the game. He needs 3 or 150. So, probably about a third of the way on, but not quite a third of the way on receiving yards, but a third of the way on those touchdowns. As the defense is picked apart right now by Kirk Cousins. Finds a hole as Adam Thielen makes the big boy catch. Thielen from UDFA to All-Pro. You hate to see it, because any team could have drafted Thielen, but no. Who could have drafted him? Chase Young. Big sack on Kirk Cousins, first of the game for Young. 14th on the season. So Chase Young having another crazy season. Dude's just an absolute animal. Now it's a dump down pass, and that's going to be no good for a 1st down. So 4th and 7, going to be forced to punt it from the 50-yard line here. Minnesota is. Defense getting some pointers before they go on to this drive. And Trevor Lawrence leading the charge. Flag on the play. John Ross though with the catch. Back juke, tackled by number 22 right there. Harrison Smith was not fooled. That's going to be roughing the passer on this one right here. You love to see that. So, accepting that adds another couple yards on the end, brings it to the 29 instead of the 44. So, of course, accepting that one. So, following the acceptance and 8 yards. We're going to get a dump down pass to Thaddeus Moss. The most, targeted tight end underneath, because Trevor Lawrence likes to hit his tight end underneath. 3rd and goal now. Lawrence going to roll out. Lawrence going to find Mr. who's 87, Tutu Atwell. Tutu Atwell's number 87 right there. His first receiving touchdown of the game. You like that for the second-year wide receiver. Now it's going to be 1st and 10 for this defense. It's a big stop here as Dalvin Cook. Oh boy, just making people miss. Someone tripped over someone right there. Just a linebacker trip over the guys on the ground. That's just embarrassing. I think there's 2 white guys too, so showing how unathletic they are. Hate to see that as Dalvin Cook got a big 1st down. Now 1st and 10, and guess what? Matthew Ioannidis just bullies the center right there. Center and guard got bullied. Ioannidis doesn't really count as a sack. I don't think it counts. I think it counts as a rush, but I just need to show that because that was just a bully play by Ioannidis. Now Cousins in the pocket, unscathed 1st down pass right there. And that's number 80 right there. Is that Justin Jefferson? Not sure who number 80 is. That's gonna be Jalen Waddle actually, Alabama wide receiver. Mike Zimmer still at his job somehow, but he's super pumped. Now coming again, Dalvin Cook up the middle, doesn't get touched till it's after the 1st down. Then he goes down to the 22-yard line, so just knocking on the red zone. This Vikings offense is. Can this defense bend, don't break? As they're trying to stop a 2nd and 7 now on the same drive. And that's going to be a pass caught, touchdown, Jalen Waddle. Waddle, the same draft class as Justin Ross, Devontae Smith. You know, all those big guys right there. You love to see that for them, but you don't like to see that's coming against Washington. So here we go. Lawrence gonna fire, gonna hit John Ross. Foot race, touchdown. I mean, you're not gonna catch John Ross in open space. I'm sorry, it's just not gonna happen. 2nd touchdown of the game for Ross, his 6th on the year. So 21-7 now, as Washington's trying to get a stop here on 3rd and 8, and a big sack right there, big coverage sack. Chase Young, 2nd sack of the game. But everyone was covered, nowhere to go. He tried to drop back, and Chase Young just hunted him down, brought his sack lunch that he thought he forgot at home. Now, 1st and 10 after a punt, and Lawrence gonna get sacked right here off the edge rush. Daniel Hunter. Lawrence clearly unhappy, tries to get out from underneath who's just gonna pose with a selfie. 3rd and 21 now, following the sack and some misplays. And that's gonna be Terry McLaurin with the catch, but it's gonna be 4th and 9 though, so it's probably gonna lead to a punt right here. Unless Ron Rivera's gonna feel a little gutsy, and he is. Dumped down pass to Moss, but Moss could not turn up field quick enough. Turning the ball over on downs to the Minnesota Vikings. Yeah, big player there from number 31. That was actually a decent coverage play. I mean, he didn't let up the 1st down. He didn't, flex because it's an overthrow, so I'll give it to him. 3rd and 4, though. Guess what? Dalvin Cook just finds a hole in the zone coverage. Gets the 1st down and then some. 4 catches, 21 yards for Cook. Now, 3rd and 1. Washington needs to bend, don't break right here. Cousins flat foot in pocket, no pressure. And Adam Thielen, big boy catch right there down at the 8. Now, 1st and goal from the 8-yard line for Cousins and the Vikings. Receiver was in motion right there. Cousins, no pressure, and that's going to be a pick right there. Jair Alexander, he's at the 40, the 50, he's at his 40 now, the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5, and a pick 6 touchdown, end zone to end zone. Jair Alexander. That's what you like to see there. His 6th interception on the season. That's going to take us into the half right now, as Washington leads 28-7 against the Minnesota Vikings. You see right there, only 4 rushing yards. But starting this period off correctly, there you go. Big rushing play for Chuba Hubbard. 1 man to beat. He's bobbing, he's weaving, and he's in for a touchdown. Extending that lead yet again. A 74-yard rush. Oh boy. 35-7 now. Dumped down pass for Cousins on 3rd and 5. Doesn't even try for the 1st down. Just a wheel route right there to Dalvin Cook. But that's going to be snuffed out by the Washington secondary. 1st and 6. Okay. Probably a penalty or something called. Like a holding maybe? I don't know. But 1st and 6 on the 42. Chuba Hubbard. Not a touchdown though, but still a big run. 42-42 right there. Now onto the Vikings side of the field. as Washington is moving with ease. Ron Rivera fist pumping. He's hearing the rumors that this is going to be the year that the Washington football team, sheds the moniker of being a mediocre franchise. You got to think, hey, Chance Bishop came in here after the NFL and Roger Goodell forced Dan Snyder out of Washington, forced Bruce Allen out of Washington, and you see the culture that Chance Bishop has brought here, a winning culture. And you see just these high caliber players right now just doing what they do best. It's 3rd and 6 now from the 12. Trevor Lawrence. There you go, hand off to Leonard Fournette, and Fournette short of the first down, but 4th and 1. Ron Rivera's already gone for 1 4th down this game. Defense getting pumped up on the sideline. So they're ready to go if need be, but no, offense staying out there. Trevor Lawrence under center. He's behind the center. He's got set for a fullback dive, and there you go. Leonard Fournette tackled into the end zone from behind. More than just a first down. It's going to be a rushing touchdown for the former first-round draft pick of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, 1st and 10 from the 25. Dalvin Cook said, hey, if Leonard Fournette can do it, so can I, as he's at the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5, and a Dalvin Cook 75-yard touchdown right there. It was a good thing we didn't need to hold him to rushing yards this game for the superstar ability. That would have been super awkward because that was just a big boy run right there for Dalvin Cook. Sure, when he's injured, but when he's healthy, he is an electric running back. Screen pass now to Hubbard, and Hubbard takes this one up to the 40-yard line. Still on Washington side of the field, though. But just, separation, keeping the defense guessing what is coming next. 3rd and 11. There you go. Thaddeus Moss, big-bodied play right there. Runs through 31. Extends it to the 45. And that's going to be his 4th catch of the game. 39 yards, not bad for the tight end. 2nd and 10 now on the run. Caught by Terry McLaurin. Scary Terry got locked up long-term this season. Has shown you why he deserved that big boy contract. On pace for yet another 1,000-yard season. 1st and 10. There you go. Underneath route to McLaurin, and McLaurin down at the 11-yard line. So holding on the ball. 3rd catch of the game for Scary Terry. He's, probably trying to get a touchdown right now. But 1st and 10. Lawrence drops back on the run. More or less not really on the run, but with pressure in his face. You can see right there, season-ranked passing offense. This is a run-first team, ranked 20th on the season. That's why right there, yet another rushing touchdown for Leonard Fournette, his 2nd on the game. Washington increases the lead 49-14. This game is absolutely over, folks. But garbage time is still garbage time. Now, Cousins in garbage time dumps that one down to Kyle Rudolph, who steps out. Now, 3rd and 1. Here we go. Trying to get a stop right now. Force the punt just to kill the clock out on the ground. So, Cousins gonna throw underneath right there. Dalvin Cook, he almost steps out of bounds, but will stay in. Clock keeps running. 34, wandering onto the field. That's probably a penalty right there. But this is a video game, so it doesn't actually count as a penalty. Now, 1st and 10. Cousins underneath route to Thielen, and Thielen just gets up there for the 1st down. Like I said, this is garbage time right now for Minnesota. So if they score, or we turn it, or we get an interception, and they turn it over, I mean, game's over. We're gonna run the clock out, just kill the clock, clock it out. But Cousins sacked right there, big sack, Montez Sweat. So just part of the anchor of this D-line, like you said. McLaurin got a big contract. Montez Sweat gets a big contract too, and his time is ready on this team. But there you go. That's just going to be in the dirt on 3rd and 23. So now after a punt, I'm just trying to throw for it now on 3rd and 3. Probably could have ran for it, but Lawrence gets the completion right there on the 29-yard line. McLaurin's got his 4th catch. So Lawrence now just airing the ball out. Like he said, it's garbage time. Now running right now. Hit out of bounds at the 41-yard line. So taking some risks right now, or no risks are needed to rush 20 yards. Not bad for Lawrence. 1st and 10. Lawrence, there you go, leading his receiver. He's going to fall down, though, unfortunately. Tutu Atwell just could not keep on his feet. Had a touchdown, though, if he did. But this is going to take us to that 2-minute warning, and we're going to run the clock out from there as the Washington football team defeats the Minnesota Vikings 49-14. Out past them, out through them. You know, every play more or less was a 1st down. And there you go. Also had more takeaways. 20 for 28, 323, 3 tutties, 71% completion for T. Lawrence. 145 passer rating for, the franchise QB. 2 touchdowns for Fournette, a touchdown for Hubbard. You like to see that. Lawrence 20 yards and Gibson 17. Receiving, John Ross 159, 2 touchdowns. Oh boy, that was very close. Tutu Atwell had a touchdown. And there you go. Sheriff and Moses both allowed sacks. Jair Alexander led the team with tackles. Also had an interception, but tied with Owusu Koroma. Now you see right there the tackles, the sacks for this team. Kicking. 7 for 7 on extra points for BT. You like to see that. Don't know why it shows Tressway in the kicking stats. Kind of annoying. You got to figure that out. No punts this game. 83 yards on 3 returns for kick returns for Tutu Atwell. And 34 yards of punt return for Atwell as well. Now, did we get this? And, yeah. What'd I tell you, Coach? Coach, I did it, boy. I did it. I got you your 150. John Ross is now a superstar wide receiver. Not quite an X factor yet. Doesn't matter, because he is a premier wide receiver and a bargain one at that. But if you guys enjoyed this episode, hit that like button, comment down below, and text on YouTube, though. Peace out, rock on, stay classy, and have a great day, I guess. Wash your hands, please, and